Welcome back to Imagination. I'm Nicholas Pettis.
And I'm Chiaki Horan.
Okay, I'm gonna say this as honestly as I can.
Okay, what?
You and I today are gonna introduce something that literally millions of people are waiting for.
So today's feature is Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah!
Yes!
Dragon Ball! Dragon Ball Oru!
We know the song.
Yeah,
and
that's all I know.
especially we're gonna feature on the latest movie, Animation Theater.
Resurrection!
F. The F stands for the biggest enemy of Goku, called Freezer F.
Oh, Frieza. And he's one of the original characters from way back. I think he was actually first introduced into this series in the 17th issue of the comic book.
You know a lot.
I know stuff.
And the cool thing about this is the person who's writing the screenplay for this anime is the original author.
No way.
Yes, it's Way. And at this moment, we can only watch it in Japan, but they're planning to release it all over the world. So don't worry, you'll get to see it someday soon. So,
I hope so.
You want to find out more?
Yes, I do. I actually wanted to see something from Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go.
The globally anticipated feature film Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F opened in Japanese theaters on April 18th.
私の復讐を始めましょうか。
In this film, Goku engages in a fierce battle with his nemesis Frieza, who's been resurrected. Many fans, including the voice cast, attended the preview screenings held prior to the premiere, thereby filling the air with excitement.
The tremendous impact of the battle scenes and the visuals in general were incredible. I got so pumped up.
I liked the fact that everyone was fighting together as teams, and not just the Saiyans.
Dragon Ball has a large following worldwide. This is the preview screening that took place in Los Angeles, USA. Loads of people, including groups of fans and cosplay and members of the press, attended the event. Producer Hayashida describes the events that led him to asking Toriyama to write the screenplay.
It started with the immense success of the previous film, Battle of Gods, both in Japan and overseas. When we saw the impact it made, we wanted to make another film straight away. We received input from various people, and the consensus was that everyone wanted to see an original storyline written by Toriyama. We agreed that this time around, we'd like for the film to stay true to every line and word he'd write. So that's how I came up with the proposal for Toriyama.
He also says this latest anime contains a major theme.
As a member of the generation who watched Dragon Ball Z when it originally aired, I wanted to make a statement about what it's all about. That's why one major theme is about going back to the source. From that point of view, I came up with the idea of resurrecting Frieza, who is particularly iconic among the villains. So I wanted him and Goku to do battle once again. The storyline is very simple, but I think we've been able to raise the level of power and intensity compared to the previous films. I mean, this one is pretty intense if you ask me.
Cosplayer Rusha has made numerous appearances on an internet broadcasting site and has gained popularity for her high-quality cosplay. Her cosplay repertoire includes not only female characters from games and anime, but male characters as well, earning her a large female following. Fans come out in droves whenever she takes part in a cosplay event. Recently, she's been widening her appeal beyond cosplay, performing in concerts in Europe and Asia as the vocalist in the band Hatsune Kaidan.
It's a dark, gloomy eyes, just looking
welcome cosplayer Lucia.
Yay! Wow.
Hi.
You're beautiful. Huh?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, please come and sit down. Dodo. Guys,
Wow.
she's actually really famous in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous cosplayer.
Yeah. So for all you cosplay fans out there, and we know there are a lot of you, you got any questions? My question always
Yeah,
is,
sure, start.
how did you get into cosplay?
I got into cosplay from my love of anime and games. In particular, there was this character I loved from Final Fantasy. I wanted to dress up like her, so after doing some research on the internet, I bought some costumes.
This costume here, did you make it yourself?
Not this one, but I sometimes make the costumes myself. I start from scratch and buy the fabric and use a sewing machine.
For example, which character's costume did you actually make?
I make costumes of Final Fantasy characters. I decided to start from scratch because there were certain details that I just had to have. The first costume I made was a real botched job, but after redoing it many times, I came up with something passable.
Wow, she made it after one.
Yeah, no, it's
another.
part of the whole process of being a cosplayer, right? So, quick question. What is the best thing that's happened to you from being a cosplayer?
I started out doing this simply for my own enjoyment. But as I continued, more and more people told me they liked what I was doing, which encouraged me. So I'm really glad I got into this.
So the ultimate purpose for cosplayers are like photo shooting or enjoying just being the character?
I think both. There are all sorts of ways to enjoy cosplay. There are those who enjoy getting dressed up to sing, and those who prefer to interact with friends in costume. I personally enjoy taking photos in character, so I try to perfect that.
This is like a rare chance, right? Because on the show, we're always talking about the magical zone of the leg,
Impenetrable zone.
Impenetrable zone, right? So you're actually in the living flesh. Maybe you could please stand up. This is the real deal, right? Now my question here is, because there's actually a question here.
Okay.
Is it important for you how high you pull your socks up?
I'm really into the whole impenetrable zone thing, so I put a lot of thought into the details. For today's costume, I think this length is just about right for the length of this skirt, but I personally prefer slightly longer socks.
Good for you.
Right, yeah. What do you mean good for all of us, right? Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. What are your future plans? Where are you heading towards? Have you got any goals for this year or next year?
I've already performed at several gigs overseas, but I'm interested in performing in many more parts of the world. So at the moment, I'm hoping to widen my horizons.
Nice.
So could we have a message from you to the fans out there who actually are thinking about trying to do cosplay?
I often hear people say they'd like to try cosplay but don't, because they don't think they'd look good in it. But I think of cosplay as an expression of what you love, so I want to encourage people to nevertheless give it a shot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for watching the show today. How exciting was that?
It was
Dragon Ball Resurrection.
and cosplay.
She was so beautiful.
She was cute.
She
really
was. All right. We've got some messages from the website because we know you guys are following along really intently on that place too, where we also have behind the scenes stuff. You know, where she's just abusing me, obviously.
No, you're gonna give the wrong image of me. Don't do it.
Anyway, this is from Amira from Algeria. I'm a new viewer to your channel, NHK World, and I like the show very, very much.
Thanks.
I hope you show next time about Hatsune Miku.
She
Good
was
for you.
actually on the show.
She was on the show,
Hey.
right there. And this is from the Philippines. The name is Clear096. Hello. Thanks for Hello Kinmosa episode.
Kimoza.
Kinmoza. Just want to say thanks to the staff for covering a new season of Kin no Mosaic. I'm really looking forward to it. It's really interesting to see how much thought the animators put into making this anime. I hope you guys feature more Yurufuake anime in the future.
Ooh, beautiful anime, like cute and.
We
mellow.
probably will because she loves
I
that
like
stuff.
it. I love them.
I'm more into the dark, slashy stuff.
Okay, speaking about the slashy stuff, we got illustration from Mora and Jordan. And this is a character from Air Gear, Iki Minami.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got a tongue breaker there. Thank you very much for watching today. It's been a pleasure. We will see you next week.
See you soon. Bye-bye.